Hey, we're midnight, and we're going to be taking some questions.
Yo, what's up, guys? My name's Daniel. I'm here with Midnight. How you guys doing today?
Pretty good.
All right, we're gonna ask him a few questions here. So, what's the concept behind this new album?
So that's a Cormac question.
That's a Cormac question.
So, yeah, we decided to go into a concept album for this one. Forrest and I are both kind of comic book nerds and kind of like that mixed media thing. So we decided to go with a concept album, and we went a little religious with it. It's a concept about like two angels that fell to Earth and are here to kind of get things ready for the apocalypse. So it's a little bit of a Book of Revelations in an album form.
Okay. How has your sound evolved from your debut EP?
That's a Forrest question.
Forrest question.
Is it?
That's a Forrest question.
Well, the EP was trash, and now we sound all right. So.
All right.
Taylor Hahn did lovely on it, though.
That's true.
Taylor Hahn did lovely.
Dude, I swear, I still don't know what to do with this thing.
So, what did the songwriting process look like for this album?
I think that's a Cormac question, right?
Yeah, I'll take that one. Yeah, so it's a lot less like jam based this time. We used to just like jam in the basement, and that's how we wrote songs. But this time we kind of did a home studio situation, like wrote it in my bedroom and did it piece by piece and recorded it, as opposed to like jamming on it first. So yeah.
So, what's this specific song about?
That's a Cormac question too.
That's a Cormac question as well.
Just leave it with like the topic.
Yeah, so in this one we were, conceptually we were like, this is where this angel's got this feeling of like, he's kind of become human. He's kind of like lost his divinity, and he's still got this inkling of like this purpose that he was sent here to do, but he doesn't remember quite what it was. So that's what the concept is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he ends up hating himself because of humans.
Yeah. Yes.
So, what does your band name mean?
Oh, that's a Forrest question.
So it doesn't really mean anything. It's from it's from A Nightmare on Elm Street. There's like a scene in A Nightmare on Elm Street where Nancy, the main character, is trying to like take down Freddy Krueger in the dream, and then she's talking to her boyfriend, which is Johnny Depp, and she's like telling him like when she's gonna come out of the dream, and she's like, that'll be around exactly midnight.
Okay. It's good to know.
Yeah. Movie quotes. Was it the shirt?
Yeah.
It might have been. Nancy says midnight in the movie. That's what matters.
Yeah, that's what matters. If you haven't watched it, just watch it. It'll make sense.
All right, I'm gonna have to do so.
Yes, please.
Who are your guys' biggest inspirations
Well, we should just go down the line.
in writing this album?
Let's see. I'd say like my biggest inspiration vocally would be like anywhere from like Cradle of Filth to like, even Silverstein, stuff like that.
Okay.
My biggest inspirations are like Avenged Sevenfold. Zachy Vengeance is like my favorite rhythm guitarist, and he really inspires me. But yeah, I take inspirations from a lot of different places. Like even on our debut EP, I kind of took inspiration from the Doom video game soundtracks on some parts. And then yeah, just like Slipknot and like a lot of older like new metal bands, and then a lot of newer, actually mostly like older new metal bands like Avenged Sevenfold, Slipknot, Trivium, Atreyu, bands like that.
Who are your influences?
For guitar.
Like Lamb of God, Killswitch Engage, some other ones.
Let's see, for me, I think In Fear and Faith, Circus Survive, Coheed and Cambria. A lot of classical stuff too. I'm big into classical and jazz, that kind of stuff. But yeah.
For myself, I'm really like into like the newer Trivium stuff, Alex Bent, the drummer, really drawn a lot of inspiration from him, especially from our faster tracks that are going to be on this album here. I even draw inspiration from like, I guess you could say, I guess classical too, which there's going to be a lot more of that on this than there was the AP. So I'm really excited to see how that kind of blends into everything, especially with the whole concept that we got going on. So I think we got a pretty diverse, amount of inspirations from every member here. So it should be pretty exciting.
Yeah, sounds like it. What do you think about the music scene here in Denver? Any favorite artists or bands or venues?
Yeah, you've been here for a while.
I mean, I like it. It's it's pretty crazy when there's like a lot of shows going on a Saturday. There's like 5-6 different shows like when you're playing and stuff, and like it's pretty cool like when you have the fans come out and support you.
Yeah.
What else do I think about the music scene? It's mostly like, from what I've noticed, like mostly like death metal and slam and stuff, and like we're kind of like one of the very few like metalcore bands that kind of are melodic and kind of go into like a more post-hardcore type of thing, which not many bands out here do. So we kind of stand out like in that aspect.
Sure.
But other than that, I think it's cool. I mean, it could be better, but it's cool. I don't really have any favorite bands. I do have some like bands that I do like playing with, which are a little bit more on the metalcore line. So.
What about venues?
Venues. Should we tell them about the story? No. Okay, never mind.
We just we had bad sound guy experiences for one of them. We won't say the venue. We won't shout out the sound guy, but we have some least favorites. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I'd say my favorite overall was probably Moe's. Moe's was cool.
Yeah.
It's a chill little stage and stuff.
Your mom's house.
Your mom's house is really cool to play. Definitely want to play like the venue, the Roxy, and all those other good places and stuff. So. Denny's. We could be a meme band, it'd be cool.
So we got 2 new members, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Nice,
and
nice.
That would be Jalen.
Yep. Well, semi-new.
Semi-new. Yeah.
So what's it like rejoining the band after 7 years, or after helping start it 7 years ago?
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely kind of crazy to see where we started 7 years ago, and then when I had to step away just for work and stuff, saw how they kind of evolved with the EP and came back and everything. And then, of course, when their last drummer had to leave them, Forrest pretty much hit me up and was like, "Hey, you want to just kind of rejoin this project here?" And I was like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm still playing drums, so I mean, why not? I mean, let's just kind of see how it goes." And it's been about a year, probably.
A little over a year now.
Yeah, I think everything's went pretty smoothly. But like I said, I mean, very, I guess, excited to see how this actual album works out. That we're gonna be releasing song by song, as the months go on. So, but yeah, I mean, everything's been pretty smooth, and all the members have been pretty awesome, cool guys to work with. So.
Chris,
They turned them into microphones.
Oh yeah. See, they serve a purpose somehow, I guess.
what made you want to join the band?
Huh?
What made you want to join the band?
Well, there was a couple reasons. I wanted to join the band previously, about like, what was it, like 2 years ago?
Yeah, almost 3 years ago. Yeah.
Almost 3 years ago. Because I moved out to Denver, and I was just like, you know what, like I want to start playing music out here, because I used to play music in California.
Okay.
And then stumbled across these guys and stuff, and unfortunately, I wasn't allowed to play in the band because of the person that I was living with and the rules and stuff that I had. So it's pretty crazy, because like 3 years later, they hit me up like, "Hey, we need a vocalist, this and that." I guess because their guy quit or bailed out on them or something. And I was just like, "Oh, hell yeah, I'm fucking down," you know what I mean? So I just fucking did it. I like, the EP material and stuff. I thought it was pretty cool for the time. And once they showed me like the album stuff, and I was just like blown away by it, I was just like, hell yeah, I'm fucking totally down. I'm in. Like, just come on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you bring to this band that you couldn't with previous projects?
I'd say more along the lines of like creative freedom when it comes to like screams and stuff.
Okay.
Which is really cool. That I couldn't do with other bands. Probably the fact that we've been practicing like on our stage presence and like choreography and stuff, because I noticed that there's a lot of bands that just kind of just stand there and stuff,
Sure.
and they're a little boring and stuff, not my taste. But it's pretty cool, like when these guys like move and shit, it makes me move even more. And we got merch, we got all kinds of stuff out, which is really cool, and we
Yeah.
got good amount of following for fans and stuff, which you know, didn't really happen for my previous projects. So
Cool. All right. Well, I think that's all the questions we had. Yeah.
yep.
All right. Anything
All right.
else you guys want to say?
Check us out on Instagram and Facebook, Spotify
Check
too.
out our new single when it comes out.
Yeah, check out our new single when it comes out.
New video.
New video. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
Definitely want to thank you and then your extra cameraman here, kind of like taking the time to follow us and kind of shoot everything that you have. Definitely a lot of props for that.
when we bailed
Yeah.
on you like 4 times.
So
What a gentleman.
I definitely want to thank you for that. So.
All right. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody.